What's good, you YouTubers? NeoNexudus here with 3 copies of the Synchron Extreme Structure Deck, and I think I'm going to open them. So, as you probably know, this structure deck gives us a few new cards. Just going to have a quick read on the back. As you can see, the whole card list is on the back there. We get Jet Synchron, which is a really good tuner. We get Rush Warrior, I really like that card as well. Synchron Carrier, we get reprints of Effect Veiler, Night Beam, Solemn Warning, Imperial Immortal, so there's some really good common reprints. And then of course we get some extra deck cards that are new as well, such as Stardust Warrior, Jet Warrior, and XL Synchron. So yeah, I'm just going to open up one of these, and then what I think I might do is I might create a deck just out of the 3 to see the best what I can come up with. So yeah, let's get into it. Fuck it. When in doubt, destroy the box. Absolutely no finesse or grace in this. None whatsoever. So, excess packaging. You got your little guide thing here, which tells you how to play the deck, what things to add into it, the combos, etc. Actually suggests Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Huh. If Konami only knew the second-hand market price on that card. So yeah, as with every structure deck and starter deck, you get an official Konami notebook. Well, notebook I say, official rule book rather. And then you got your little playmat here, saying Synchron Extreme. As you can see, probably zoomed in a little bit too much. That's probably going to go up on my wall because that's kind of pretty. I kind of like that. And then, what everyone's waiting for, the actual cards themselves. So, if I can open them, because it's got this stupid little tag. Sometimes the tag's raised, sometimes it's not. And in this instance, it's not. So, I'm going to have to try and find our way into this. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. I finally got all the shitty cellophane off. So, let's go through the cards. We've got our Stardust Warrior. We've got our Jet Warrior. Our Jet Synchron. Our Scrap Fist Ing. Our XL Synchron. Then we got Rush Warrior and Synchron Carrier. Those are pretty much all our new cards. And then you get things like 2 junk Synchrons, 2 quick draw Synchron, 1 quick draw Synchron, 1 drill Synchron, 1 turbo Synchron, 1 unknown, 1 Fleur, 1 Synchron Explorer, 1 Speed Warrior, 1 Sonic Warrior, 1 Doppel Warrior, 1 Quibble Hedgehog, 1 Tuning Wear, brilliant reprint. Scrap Iron Scarecrow, not Scrap Iron Scarecrow, sorry, Swiss Scarecrow, I'm thinking of the trap card. Level Eater, Effect Veiler, really good reprint. Genix Neutron, GXLO Birdman, Plague Spreader Zombie, another good reprint. The 2 Baby Chaos Dragons, kind of nice to see them re-released. Then we got, here's a couple of new cards. Limiter Overdrive, Stardust Junction. Then we get our reprint of Tuning. Rotor, Returning Alive, Dark Eruption, 1 for 1, Night Beam, really good reprint. Double Cyclone, another new card, our Scrap Iron Statue. And we've got Scrap Iron Scarecrow, and someone's just messaged me. Limiter Overload, Call the Haunted, Imperial Iron War, another great reprint, Solemn Warning, and of course the Junk Warrior. So all in all, for the new cards and the reprints, I'd say it's worth the money. Reprints such as let's have a look. Okay, so our effect Veiler, the reprint and tuning, which makes the whole deck work. So you buy 3, and you get 3 Voter, and you get 3 tuning. So it's just going to make the whole deck synergize. So tuning's a really good reprint. So is Night Beam, because previously it's only been available in like Ulti and just move these over here. Previously Night Beam's only been available in like Ulti and Ultra. So don't know if you can see that. Just barely reaching on camera. I'm zoomed in that much. So I'll just plonk these guys here. Then you got your Iron Wall and your Warning. 2 amazing reprints, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much the structure deck. Sorry if this video seems kind of sucky. I haven't done an opening in a little bit of a while, and I wanted to sort of focus more on the centre than anything else. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly sort of go through these cards and see what I can do for someone who's just sort of turning up at an event and just wants to, you know, play something different. Like they've forgotten their deck and they need to make a deck, and all there is the Synchron Extreme Structure deck, and they can buy 3 of those. It's either the type of best deck that they can make using this. So, I'll see you in a minute. What's good, YouTube? NeoNexudus back here again. Yeah, so I've had a few hours trying to mess around with this deck with just like 3 copies of it, and I have to say, hand on heart, it's complete and utter garbage. I'm sorry, but there's no way to use 3 copies of this deck effectively. You just do not have the extra deck cards. I mean, you can make a somewhat solid main deck, and yeah, if I had more extra deck cards to play with, then I could probably make the deck a lot better. But as it stands, these are really all your options, you know. It's, you make these 3 guys, it's nothing but 5s, considering that the only other option is Stardust Warrior, which you need essentially one of these guys here, your Junk Warrior or your Jet Warrior, with your Axel Synchron to make him. And if you're not making him first turn, then you really aren't doing a lot. Which is really disheartening, because with previous structure decks you've been able to sort of just pick up 3, make a somewhat okay-ish deck. You might sort of break even at a tournament or something like that, you know, going 2 and 2 or possibly, you know, 3-2, whatever. But with this, I just don't see it happening. I mean, don't get me wrong, the main deck cards are absolutely fantastic. Like, you get so much for the main deck, but you get so little for the extra deck. Like, yeah, you get 3 copies of Junk Warrior, you get your 3 copies of Axel Synchron, your 3 copies of Jet Warrior, and your 3 copies of Stardust Warrior. But beyond that, you just don't have any plays. The structure deck is good because of the fact of its reprints and things like that. And as I just said, the main deck parts are really, really good. But you need the extra deck to balance it out. It's no good having a really good main deck if you can't balance it out with the appropriate cards to go into in the extra deck. Another problem, the problem that I've been finding is there's no way to get the cards into the graveyard consistently enough to continue to make good synchro plays. Essentially, you're having to rely on your Jet Synchron and your, where is he? Quick Draw Synchron to pitch cards out of your hand. So you're always somewhat negging yourself just to get cards into the graveyard. Even if I was to use, which I am, using this card Stardust Junction to tribute a tuner to bring out another Synchron tuner, or Synchron monster from the deck, you know, that's consistent, but it's like you have to get this card in your hand, plus have a somewhat half-decent tuner, so you can go play this, normal summon this, tribute it off, bring out, say, I don't know, Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron won't get its effect, so maybe we don't bring out him, maybe we bring out the Quick Draw. But then you've already wasted your normal summon, and you need other shit on the field as well. So it doesn't actually work by itself, of what I can figure out. Now, I could be very, very wrong, and if you want, feel free to leave a link in the description to your videos making a decent deck out of 3 copies of the structure deck, but I just feasibly can't. The only way that I can see you making, somewhat decent plays first turn is if you open, and if I was to run 3 of this Synchron carrier just to give you that extra normal summon. But, if you have the quick draw, that gives you, what, 7? You got no 7s. If you get the Junk Synchron, yeah, you can make a 5. You can make a Junk Warrior or a Excel Synchron and all that bollocks, but like you got no further plays beyond that. And even if you go into the Junk Warrior, it's not going to be that strong. So I just don't see a way of using the main deck to go into anything decent, if you like. I apologise, guys, because I feel like I've really let you down. I'm really disappointed as well. I really like the cards in the structure deck. I really, really do. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see a way of making it consistent enough, consistent enough, because you don't have the extra deck cards needed. You really don't. You are very limited. You're locked into your 5s, so you've got to try and make this all the time, and without having shit like Doppel Warrior and Quillbot and the Hedgehog in the graveyard. I just don't see you doing it. So you would have to, say turn 1, you would quite literally have to open up like all 3 of your quick draws just to sort of get shit into the graveyard, because Jet Synchron can only send stuff to the graveyard as long as he's in the graveyard. So you've got no consistent way to get stuff in the graveyard. Like the deck came with no Foolish Burial or anything like that. So it's really disappointing, but I'll sort of quickly go over what I threw together, if you like. It's probably not the best because I kind of gave up after a while. But this is what I got. So you got your 3 Jet Synchron, which is a really cool card. Then you got your 2 Quick Draw, should probably be 3. Then I had 3 Junk Synchron, 3 Effect Veiler, 2 Tuning Wear, a Level Eater, 3 Doppel Warriors, 2 Quillbot Hedgehogs, a couple of Synchron Explorers, a Rush Warrior, and 2 Synchron Carriers, just for the monsters. Then I had 1 Double Cyclone with 2 Night Beams. I thought 3 Night Beams might be too much. You need something to get rid of face-up cards, so Double Cyclone does that job. The obvious 1-for-1. I ran 2 of this Starlight Junction just to sort of try and sieve through the deck, to try and give it more accessibility, if you like, some more consistency, to better sieve through the deck and make plays, but obviously, as I just explained, it didn't really work out. Then 3 Rotor and 3 Tuning for your main searchers. Then the trap lineup was really limited to what could be played, so I just played 3 Call of the Haunted and their obligatory Soul Morning. And then I just used every single extra deck card you were given. So 3 Stardust Warrior, 3 Jet Warrior, 3 Excel Synchron, and 3 Junk Warrior, and that's it in a nutshell. I mean, I had some ideas for side deck, like you side decked 2 Double Cyclones, the 3rd Night Beam, 3 Scrap Iron Statue, just to blow up, I don't know, things like lose 1 turn and stuff, and then you got your 3 Iron Walls to stop Necros. But I just don't personally see how you can pick up 3 copies of this structure deck and make a decent deck out of it. You need more extra deck cards for it to be viable. Don't get me wrong, I'm really appreciative to Konami for giving us what they gave us, but maybe instead of Junk Warrior they could have given us, I don't know, something like Drill Warrior or Nitro Warrior, something like that. I mean, Junk Warrior, don't get me wrong, he's a really good card, but we needed something else, because you are dependent on making 5s, and there's no way to consistently make 5s in this deck, like turn after turn after turn, to get out your Stardust Warrior. I just don't see it happening. So yeah, that's my thoughts and opinion. I'm going to try and put together a Synchron type deck, try to revive my old Junk deck for you older viewers. That kind of went the way of the dinosaurs, you know, sort of the start of the Xseed era, when Xseed started actually becoming rather good. So with Dark Magician coming down in like a week's time, yeah, he's coming down soon. I'm going to try and put together a half decent list for a Synchron, quote unquote, Junk, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, type deck. You know, I do have other cards at my utility now that I didn't have back then. You know, a lot of things have been reprinted. My budget's a little bit bigger. And I still have a lot of the cards left over from, like, back in the day. I still have, like, my 3 Ultimate Rare Tunings. Just turn them around for you guys to see there. Yeah, I still have my 3 Ultimate Rare Tunings, and Super 1-for-1, Super Mind Control, my first edition Ultra Glow Bulb, Rare Doppel Warriors, Ultra Junk Synchrons, etc. You know, I still have all my old bits. I never got rid of them because I liked the deck too much, to be honest. So I'm going to give that a go at the old revival, and hopefully you guys will see some results from that. But for the time being, this is NeoNexudus signing out. Peace.